All right, here we are. We're trying not to get T-boned. People are doing like 150 miles an hour. And there could be skidding and we could be busted up out here. Happy Thursday, everybody. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days until 4 days until we're back in Vegas. Woo! 3 days till the baseball game. And I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. I'm hoping it's going to be a good one because we got like super seats. I like the ballpark myself. A lot of people don't particularly like it. If you're sitting in the visitor's dugout, you really can't see down the first baseline. Oh well. Please tap the like button if you're coming in. It's very appreciated. Like up the stream. A simple Thursday night here. A very busy day. Costco, getting the truck ready for the trip, all gassed up. First time using a Costco, first time gassing up. At the Costco, $4.44. Sounds like a lot, ladies and gentlemen, and it is. But in California, that's about as cheap as you're going to get it, at least around this part of California. This is about as expensive as fuel gets. I don't even know what it is in Hawaii. Not sure. Can't remember, but Honolulu, I'm not sure what it'd be. So we got 22 people. We only got 3 thumbs up. Please take a second, especially if you're a friend of mine and you're here all the time. Please make sure to hit the like button to like up the stream. We don't have channel memberships. I do all content for all people all the time. Choosing purposely not to go down that road to make some content for some people some of the time. So I would appreciate your support in doing what I do every day for, well, getting on 14 years, getting ready to start our 15th year in January. And all of you have been a significant part of my life for all these many years. And all these many adventures and all these many changes. Certainly, it's been one of the most interesting rides that you will ever see on YouTube, no doubt. Okay, everybody's here today because it's beer day. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our dealio here. Let me say hi to a few people first. We've got Alita, hello, Ronnie. TC, hello. Cali Mo, Ronnie, Vegas I saw that. These storms get pretty hot, 70 mile an hour winds. Hello, Angus, kisses. James, good to see you. Doughboy, well, thank you, Ronnie. You mean a lot to me. And I'm going to keep bugging you about that thing that we talked about yesterday. windy and comfortable. It was a little sticky earlier. Should I care about you, Gilbert? I'm not sure. Jimmy the Hobo, happy birthday to you, Ace. You were, Jimmy was off the air before I had a chance to go in. Jimmy, I hope you had a good birthday. It's good to keep me in your keep me in your thoughts. Shit. So we this train is going to be heading down to Vegas on very early Monday morning. We got a quick turnaround time from the baseball game Sunday. I probably won't be home till like midnight. And then I'll be out at 4. I'll be up at 4 to be on the road. So I got to get everything. Everything's got to be all ready to go. I think Janet probably had a pretty good birthday. You know, I'll tell you something stupid I do too. Hello, Amanda Huggins. For her birthday, it's typical Rosie. It's a typical screw up. So days ago, I'm talking about like the 27th of June. Oh, you know, Janet's birthday's coming up. You know, my bestest friend out there. I'm going to send her, I'm going to get her something. So I get her, I get an e-card to send to her for a gift card. And I decided to have it delivered to her phone. So I go through blah, blah, blah. I said delivered on the 30th. I don't want to go too early. I don't want it to be too late. Her birthday's the 2nd. I get a notification, we delivered your e-card. I asked her yesterday, I'm like, normally if she gets something, she'll say, oh, thank you, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you didn't have to do that. Well, of course I did. You know, I love you. I want to do that for you. And I didn't hear anything. I thought, oh, shit. I thought to myself, you know what? I probably effed up. And I got the last digit of her phone number wrong. So you can't talk to somebody in person at these companies. But I did send a, you know, it had a contact us form. I contacted him. I thought, oh shit, you know, I'm probably not going to get my money back. Probably some other goof around is already using the card now. But within a half hour, I get a thing back says, you know what? Everything checks out. We're going to resend it to this number. And I'm like, all right. And then like no more than 10 minutes later, Janet's like, yeah, it came in, thanks. And, blah, blah, blah. And I was very happy that she got that. Because I you know, I like to remember her on, she's always sends me great cards. She's always hospitable and all the stuff I do over there, going to the baseball game this weekend and all that. It's like the least I can do, and I'll say hi to everybody in a minute when I get situated over here. Okay, what are we waiting for? Is the circus in town? What are we doing? Okay, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Don't let me slow you down. There we go. I know you got pressing business. So that made me feel good. It's like a day late and $1 short, but just not careful enough when I do stuff like that. I thought, you know, I'm pretty lucky because suppose it went to somebody else and at that particular area code and stuff, and bingo, somebody's like, gee, I don't know if they would have opened it because they probably would have thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I know what this is all about. Some freak is sending me something that they could take over my phone or whatever. So I got it all squared away. Thank goodness. Let's see if we're gonna make this light. We're gonna see if there's a cop around to see if we're racing through the light. Yeah, we see you. There we go. I'm okay. I'm all right. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, I know Kylie Mo, but I like, you know, she come to her birthday. I'm telling you, you know, I got you the C card. I didn't get a response from her. I thought, oh wow, you know, I knew it. I just kind of knew that I messed up. But the company was very good to get it squared away, so I didn't have to be like, oh, wow, I got to buy it a second time. I'm getting ready to do the old Texas Roadhouse thing again. I thought, shit, mix it up a little bit. All I could see is some freak out there in the Central Valley getting a hold of that thing and thinking he hit the jackpot. Yeah, so, yeah, I got it straightened out. It's kind of embarrassing. Kind of embarrassing. Shimei, how you doing? Nice to see you today. All right, go ahead, dude. This guy's tire is turned out. I don't know what's wrong with it. Got some caster camber problem on his front end. His tires will probably last 50 miles like that. All right, let's get deep in the hole here. Well, we can't really, well, I guess we can. I guess we'll just park over here. They've been giving me the fisheye lately. So I'll tell you about my Costco adventures today, too. Yeah, it was kind of busy today. Some of you guys told me, Rosie, it's going to be busy today on account of the 4th of July is coming. And everybody's going to be like a zombie in there. And yeah, as advertised, it was crazy. It was crazy busy over there today. So we got Shimei here. Hello, Shimei. Amanda Hug and Kiss. What's going on? Tommy is back. What's going on, Tommy, from Philadelphia? Happy to see you. Troll Blaster, what's going on with the boys? Dead views are dead. I don't know. Hey, in this service, I moved away. Can you believe April of 2019 was the very last time that I hosted a panel chat? Think about that. And I did thousands of them. Every Wednesday nights, every Saturday night, year in from 2015 through 16, 17, 18, 19, through all the wildest years of Boyd, the bottom of YouTube. Charter founder and founding member of that group. Then once I decided, that's enough, people started commandeering kicking me out of my own chat. I'm tired, it's enough. Hey, doctor. How you doing? How you doing, Victor? Thank you. I said it's enough, and in April of 2019, I stepped aside and said, I'm going to just go solo. And what has it been? 6 years? Unbelievable how time goes by. 6 years. And I have, in that whole 6-year period, I've had lots and lots of invitations to be on other people's channels, interviews, all this kind of stuff. And I've just declined them for, been on a few of them. But, have I enjoyed being solo? Yeah, I have. I mean, it's continue to move forward. Nice to see Dr. Frankenstein. Costco was packed here at 10:30 a.m. I guess I was there about 10:15 a.m. today. So I go into the store. Well, I'll hold off on that story a little bit. But anyway, that's really the last time. I know Tara wants me to start up panel chats, and I know Dorian does too. So I don't know. I've been a couple years here, very heavy on live streaming, and I want to get back to kind of my roots and do some cinematic videos, do some recorded content. Because, of course, recorded content always gives you the highest quality of camera. Sometimes I'm live. Ronnie will be like, I'm live in Petaluma, and Ronnie's like, it's a fair picture or whatever. And I'm like, shit, right? You're not having the best viewing experience when that happens. But when you record stuff, you have a good one. Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Today, do live stream. I do a lot of live streams. How you doing, David? I have not put up, it just struck me today, I'm like, God, I haven't put up the birthday video yet. So I think I'm going to, when Blackbird took me down to the Cattleman, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put that up for Saturday morning, because I'm not going to be around on Saturday. Of course, I'm going to be, no, Sunday, I mean. I'm going to put that up Sunday. Of course, I'm going to be around Saturday. I get confused because I'm not used to going to a baseball game on Sunday, and I'm not used to driving to Las Vegas on any day except Sunday. So we're going into Vegas on Monday. I called down there. You never know. When I was there in early May or whatever it was, I arranged this time to stay there. And they gave me a real sweetheart deal. And you never know if that's going to be honored or whatever. So I called down there today. And I already prepaid everything. And that's the best thing you can do is kind of prepay it. That way you have a record that you booked it. So I'm all booked in for Monday. She confirmed that. Really nice people. Everybody knows me. They know where I like to stay. She's like, I can't put you in 252, but I can put you in 253. I'm like, that's great. It's awesome. Shumei, I hope you're doing well today. So just a day of getting all this stuff straightened out. You'd be surprised how much time it takes. It looks like it's going to be 107 to maybe 110 degrees. I don't know if it'll last into the second, third week, but I can tell you this. It ain't 120 degrees, 118, 121, 122 like last year. So, and then once the evening comes and the sun dips, you're down to the 80s, upper 80s and stuff, which is great. So, what's going to happen? There will definitely be some mega streams out on the streets. I've had request after request after request. It's always fun when you go down to the wedding chapels and you do the wedding chapel stuff down on Las Vegas Boulevard. I've heard. So people, we're going to make sure to have a dedicated one for that. We're going to do the means. We're going to do a couple Mean Street ones. People love that. Although I'm not going to start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to start at 4 o'clock. Let the sun sort of, that's kind of peak time. And then we'll run it a little later. And a lot of those will coincide with low roller gambling. After we're done, have a beer or two, make our way over to the El Cortez. I will use the player card. And after playing a bit, then seeing how we'll do, we'll get to dinner wherever, and I will have a hamburger, and I mean I'll have some other stuff too. Yeah, happy 4th. Yeah, Mean Streets of Vegas. I'm sure I'm going to be doing something with Mr. Z. We'll see Monkey Boy 2. I don't know if I'm going to be taking one of my handguns down. I'm not sure. I might take the Beretta down. I haven't used that, the Beretta 92 FS. I'm kind of disappointed. I wasn't able to get this this one Gerson out of Turkey that I wanted to get, but that's it. Yeah, have a 4th, everybody. And if there's anything else that you guys, yeah, we probably will go back to that range with that girl. Mainly because it was a decent range, but I think we're going to pick up our ammo somewhere else. We got to find a deal. Dr. Frankenstein. I'm not in the worst town for ammo, but it was a little pricey in that particular range. I think you're paying for the aesthetics or whatever in that particular. Pro players and gamblers got screwed. Well, so what, right? Gambling's a vice. The less we have you gamble, the better, right? Right now. I had a lot of people. You talked about poker. You obviously know how to play poker. You've played tournament poker. You've talked about your strategy. Are you actually going to sit your ass into a poker game? No, not this time around. Now, my hope is, and Lord, I hope that I can do this, is January, February, and March that I can take like a Airbnb rental or something like that, and help out a lot of help cut through some of the back order of some of the secretarial stuff that has to be done at the church, some of the inputting of data and records and all that. Try to give a good effort there, but also in that particular period to get back into live poker and tournament poker. Now, can you take a camera to the table? I wouldn't even try. All right, but it's gonna be on there. But it's hard if you get into a cash game. If you get into a cash game, or you get into a tournament and you're gone deep in the tournament, you could be there 12, 14, 16 hours. And then they might lock down the room, and then you come back again and start all over and stuff. So that's the downside. You get the double barrel treatments. I even looked into that. You could literally not win any money and still pay taxes on 10% of your loss. Well, you're supposed to be able to aggregate your losses against wins, and most of the better casinos now have tracking software if you use their card. Every time you hit a jackpot, you don't have to get another W, whatever, 1099 or whatever the form they give you. They just aggregate it at the end of the session or whatever. So I don't know what the new rules are. But at the level I play with the low roller stuff, it's not going to make a real difference, right? It's not going to make a real difference. Let me see this. That was Blackbird. How much do you have to win before they make? I think it's $1,200. Anything over $1,200. That's why some of the jackpots are like $11.99 or something like that. To try to give you a little bit of tax break on that. I think gambling winnings are taxed as ordinary income. I don't think that they're taxed with. I don't even know if you can be a private contractor and a gambler. I don't know. I have no idea whether they consider gambling earnings earned income or. It just receives, I think, it's special treatment. Is it still a special treatment? I have no idea. No idea at all. I've been torn into the nuts and bolts of the bill. I know it has some benefits for me with Social Security, estate taxes, my huge estate. Gambling is generally reported income. Hey, thank you, Mork. These are my Amazon ones. Hold on a minute. All right, sorry, I had Blackbird. He was wanting some information about which company took the trees down. I don't think they're going to go all the way up to Humboldt County. All right, let's see. Gambling is reported as a Democrat put that in the bill because they know all the gamblers they will need to pay, and they will see it's all kind of genius. But I don't know. Hey, Sean Oz, how you doing? I don't know. All messages. I'm not sure, but I know if you determine to make your living by gambling, you're not going to do it on slots. I guarantee you that. You're probably 99.9%. You're not going to do it on sportsbook. If you're somebody that has courage and guts, you can take it to people in poker and you can take their money. But be prepared. Sometimes you're going to walk through. Somebody gets a lucky draw or something like that. But at least you have a fighting chance. Worked in Atlantic City through as an in the tail 10 that also did and reported people to the IRS. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Noah. I don't know how many people really make a living from gambling. It's sort of oxymoronic to me. Because the longer you play, mathematically speaking, the greater your chance of ruin. It's only a matter of when. Especially when the rake is there and they're taking something off of every pot. You might think, how does a casino make its money when it's hosting poker? Well, they're taking a rake off of it. Every hand that they deal, once that pot is in the first round of bets, they just reach into the pot and take their big right out at that particular time. But it's like sports betting. You might think it's an odds good game, but the problem is they're only returning 90 cents of every dollar that's coming in. So automatically you're 10% behind. Because they're not paying true odds, they're paying casino odds. Yeah, when you start at 10%, you're already in the hole. It's a hard hole to crawl out of. That's what I say. If you get anything good in a session of gambling, change machines or walk away. The odds of you statistically pounding back-to-backs or something like that is pretty low. It's all about probabilities and statistics, but that's the thing that killed horse racing. Number one, it's too slow, and number two, they're taking anywhere from 12 to 16% out of every handle, out of every race. That's a hard handicap to overcome. You already lost 16% of your money before the gate even opens. And that's a tough nut to make. That's tough vigorous to overcome. So poker's a different story. And if you think about it, some guys are very smart. They know that the bigger the game that I'm not gaining weight at all. It's just I have this very oversized shirt on. I weigh exactly what I've always weighed. Dory Lynn sent me some shirts and they're like big. Anyway, I would like to gain a few pounds. I would like to be nice and rotund in my golden years, but some guys are smart. They don't want to play in a 5-10 game of poker because they don't feel like they're gonna get enough money. They don't feel like you're gonna walk away from your bet. But if you're playing like 10-20 and you have to see a bet for $300, $400, $600, $800, $1,000, now they know they got you by the nuts. Now they know that they got you by the balls. And that you could take a 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 80, 60, $120 loss, but no way. No way. Yeah, the bell curve there's no way that you're going to stick with a hand when the money gets big and you start sweating bullets and you start thinking about how bad it could be. I got to go home and I got to go. If I lose, I got to go home. I just got here an hour ago. So they like to play the big game. They love that because as the stakes go up, the pressure grows. The winner takes it all. The loser takes the fall. So that's it. Even your gun. I don't know what a lot of casinos. I don't see anything about not taking a gun into a casino. I don't know. I don't know if it's legal or not. I don't see many metal detectors. Let's see. A lot of the players that buy into 20 minutes are often backed by one or multiple. That's going to affect a lot. Yeah. Michael Manson, known as yeah, I saw that at 67. How you doing, Alan? Hello, Aquarius. How are you? It's nice to see you. Ain't nobody gets out alive. At the end of the day, that's it. And that's why some guys like the big tournaments. And yeah, they're always looking for backers to. If you're a good player, you can get backers to back you. But there's no guarantee that they're going to get their money. You get a bad run of cards. You could be at a pro table where everybody knows what everybody else is doing and what's all about. You might get one or two guys that struck lucky with great cards that get to the final table. Everybody's going to be zeroing in on them to knock them the hell out. Because you get down to the end, the more people you knock out, the bigger the money distribution for people. And sometimes some people just get lucky. Every card that flips for them is the perfect card. They get dealt a royal flush right on the deal. They flop a royal. Great, we got another screamer. So that's my theory about gambling. So I wouldn't get involved in. Anybody got an effing lighter? Guy's screaming. He can't get his blowpipe going. He doesn't have his lighter. Here we go. We're out on foot. Here comes the desperation run. This horn's driving him crazy too. I don't know about Vegas in it, but there's poker players would sit there for diesel and then not 1 in 50,000 odds.
Right there. I'm just wondering if you have a lighter at all.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you want to light?
It's my cigarette in my hand.
You got your cigarette there?
Yeah.
All right, I'll light it up
sorry,
for you. It's okay.
Shit in my eyeballs.
Sorry.
Oh.
All right, get your smoke in there. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
Happy 4th.
So God. Yeah, happy 4th. And I mean, if I give you some gas money.
Where's your car?
I don't have a car.
And what do you need gas money?
You know, if I gave you gas
Oh
money.
no, honey. It's okay.
Yeah,
Go enjoy your day. To what?
I need to get you to shelter. I'm bringing my friend her drink. I couldn't carry everything. That's why I almost like.
Which shelter are you going
Sam
to?
Jones.
Huh?
Sam Jones down right.
Oh,
I'm
down
all the way
there.
down to Basketball Road.
Yeah.
I'm not even in there, but I have something I got to pick up from there.
I don't
It's
think
not
I'm going to be able
close,
today. Normally
It's
I
okay.
would, but
Could you
luck
drive
to-
me to where the bus stop is?
no,
Right
honey,
across
I'm
the
just
street?
right here right
Okay,
now.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
sir.
honey. Jimmy, it's the story of my life. I'm driving people to the shelters all the time. Oh, yeah. I don't know. This, the Samuel L. Jackson shelter down there, Sam Jones. Yeah, it's not my first rodeo for sure. It starts with a light. It's the way it always starts. So, yeah, it's good to see Jimmy just had his birthday. The winner takes it all. Can I help? Can you co-sign a loan? Could you take me to dinner? Or are you going to Vegas? Can you take me to Vegas with you? I don't take up much room. I'm not a screamer. I'm quiet. Ooh. Metro Police. Oh, wow. Yeah, we got a noise complaint here. You got a screaming woman. Oh, I hate cops. We're going to have to ask you to check out. What do you mean check out? I mean, get out. You have to leave the premises. You've been trespassed. Still streaming. Yes, Jimmy was streaming the other night. See, she was already having a meltdown about her lighter, so you can imagine how stuff could be significantly more out of hand if it were possible. So what do we got today? It's 79 degrees. Kind of delightful. I would sure discourage him from having a motorcycle. I don't know. What's going on, Naomi? I went to Costco 400 to get out. Oh yeah, my Costco trip today, I had two goals. First, I had to get the truck cleaned up. So I sprayed that down this morning and got that, I got some things I got to take out of it to put inside related to crabbing, so I have a little more room in there. Got the truck fired up. She started right up because I hadn't driven it in a month. Sat there. Hey, same to you, Deborah. We may be having another interaction. I thought it was regular, I thought it was a motorcycle. So, hey, how you doing, Lisa? So I had to get the truck cleaned up, which I did this morning. I got that sprayed down. As you guys remember, I hauled a lot of junk when I'm doing that clean out job. Some of the initial brush cutting on the front of that place, I had to bring all that stuff back, and I didn't really ever clean out the back. So I got that done. Go over to Costco. I go in the door, scan your card here. How you doing, bro? Man, I go over, I'm looking around. There's a lot of stuff in there. Every day I am in the toilet majorly. Okay. So I go on in there. It's crowded. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Oh God, she's screaming and hooting and hollering. So I go over. I figure Blackbird can't carry this. These cat litters, 35-pound containers. So I figured I'm going to grab a couple of those. That'll last, a month or so. I got them, and I got some sodas for the roads. And then I figured, you know what? I'm going to go get the gas. I'm going to see how this works. Well, I'm trying to scan my card here and there. I'm holding the thing over the back of the pump. I'm hearing beep, and finally I'm like defeated, right? I had to call the guy over. He's like, you got to do this, and then you got to do that. And meanwhile, everybody's giving me the fisheye, like, oh man, why did I get behind this goof in line? But it was $4.44. I figured the cheapest I would get anywhere else is like $4.64 here right now. You know how people look at your Aquarius. Could be hollering in your van. Well, I've had that, Jimmy. The day's still young here. The day's still young. This town is pretty much off the hook with crazy stuff. I mean, it happens, Jimmy. It's just it's nutty around here. But I thought that was pretty good. There weren't a ton of people in line. It's once you figure it out, it's good. It'll save. I mean, I got to thank Judy again, Seattle Judy. She really set Blackbird and I up nicely with the Costco membership, and I've already saved like a lot of. Saved a lot of money already over there, so thank you, Judy. I don't really know about that. I don't know how to analyze the meat, all the tri-tips and all the if you want to buy the ribs, I guess the price is good, but you have to buy like 18-pound pack of them, and hey, profit, where in the hell am I going to put that? Yeah, $3.75 for gas where you are. It's just here in the North Bay, it's like super expensive in the whole Bay Area. No plans to hang out with you, Ace. That's the plan. So it worked out good. You really have to explore Costco. You really have to have some time on your hand to really go in there and look around and see what it is. Like, I took care of all the hygiene stuff, the toothpaste, the floss, all that kind of crap. Vitamins, all that stuff I got all squared away. But there's a lot to explore over there. There's a lot to explore. And I don't really know what's a good deal and what's not a good deal on some of this stuff. So you really have to kind of figure it out. So I want to take full advantage of the membership. And I figured today I put like 15 gallons of gas in the truck. So, that saved me $3 right there. Much cooler typical 90 here. June was we actually had a couple years that were way above average here in the month of June. Was hotter than a $2 pistol on a July night in Baltimore City. Hot. And this June we had like the windiest June we've had in decades, and mostly it was off the sea. Mostly off the sea. I'm looking at the flags now, and they're all, basically coming from due west there. The breeze, that's Balmer, that's it. Oh man, but it's going to be 10 degrees cooler in Vegas than last year when I was there. I was at live streaming starting at 122, 123 degrees, record-breaking heat. Now I think it's going to be 108 to 110, something like that, which is a lot more doable. Yes, the gas went up. The more gasoline tax. I don't mind hot weather. I don't like cold weather. Anything below 65 degrees starts to really get catastrophic. It's no good. I'm not digging. Every time I go back to Long Island, come back to South Carolina, definitely cheaper. Oh yeah. But you know what, Prophet? A lot of people have moved into the Carolinas. And they've put a lot of upward pressure on housing and other things there, and really drove up the, used to be the quiet getaway. Tons of those in Hawaii. Oh, I know, Mike. I live in these things in summertime. This is a friend got me. I like the big size because it's very comfortable. It's just it's like an XL, but I like it. I work harder. So what are you worried about, Miss Tree? What are you worried about? Yeah, it's over now. I mean, there's not much left to do except hammer out some of the tariff things coming up, and that's about it. It will, and the president will have finished his presidency agenda in 6 months, and he can just coast the rest of the way. It's tricky. Job numbers are very tricky. Very tricky. I think with the changes in the economy, we've lost our ability to really analyze what the jobs are and where they are. I don't know if you can, like, we got millions of people in the gig economy, and like if you're a driver for Uber Eats or something, I don't think you can file for unemployment. Yes, they have new housing, jobs, and houses be being like crazy. We have 2,500 of them going up near me. Well, interest rates are moving back up again. And I hate to tell you, I mean, that's always the one that's going to drop the turd in the punch bowl is interest rates. And England kicked it off yesterday. You saw a lot on, I haven't seen Corky yet. We're at a new closing high on silver today, over $37 an ounce. So we continue our upwards roll with that. Nobody even builds homes here anymore. They don't make enough. They don't make enough money out of them. They don't want to build homes. King P, grab the camera for Lamar. Just for you. There we go. Thank you, King P. $1.99 for a Lamar Jackson edit, as requested. Yeah, we'll just have to see how things shake out here, especially what the effect is going to be on the deficit and all that. We'll see coming up. We'll see. Trump has to have another oath for new bill, according to one big bit, $5 trillion more in. Hey, the deal for real, $5 million more in trillion. Debt is just, and it's not just a United States phenomenon. The debt market started blowing up in Japan. It blew up in the UK yesterday. It's not just a US phenomenon. It's like the whole interest rate curve is being raised everywhere in the world. The era of cheap money is definitely at an end. And when you have a parabolic increase in debt like we have now, the compounding on that is just fierce. Fierce. If you, what do we have, $36 trillion of debt now? Let's see, where's Del Monte? Trying to look for a new buyer. Somebody will buy it. The assets have something. Bourbon and cigars are okay. Under the rule of 72s, you take 72 and you divide it by the interest rate. And none of this stuff's really funding it below 4%. So you divide 72 by 4, and what does that give you? Jerome Powell needs to cut that interest rate. Well, we were talking about that the other day, Jimmy, that you can only, people have this idea that the Fed leads the money markets. And the Federal Reserve can really only cut interest rates if the prevailing market rate on T-bills, 30, 60, 90-day T-bill rates, is well below the current Fed funds rate. So that's 18. So, doctor, that tells you in 18 years at a maximum at 4% interest rolling over, that the debt will be $72 trillion in 18 years. That's how long it'll take to double. Now, if you take interest rates up to 8%, then it doubles in 9 years. And that's the reality of it. Those are not the only markers. Well, they're the main ones, Jimmy. You can't cut a Fed's funds rate if the market's demanding a higher return on T-bills and Treasury bills. Only when the 369 is the amount that you want to cut below the current Fed's funds rate, but we have some rates that are right at the current Fed's fund rate. So the signal it's telling Jerome Powell is, yeah, he could cut rates, but the market's telling him you don't cut rates. And that's the point I'm making. The market's not crying for an interest rate cut. If anything, I've noticed short-term rates rising here, especially the 4-month Treasury rate has been going up. This despite the 10-year was going down, and the 30-year is going up. So there's all kinds of weird aberrations in the yield curve right now. Really sick, funny thing is, I remember past that 26. It all depends what the productive side of the economy is doing. If you're collecting a lot in taxes, then of course it's good. Well, we can't raise taxes anymore. It's not politically viable anymore to raise taxes. That's the basic problem. Cutting rates. Yeah, because their money market situation in all of those, Fiji. Does Fiji have I don't know. Jimmy, are you sure Fiji's not tied to the US dollar like Hong Kong is? All those money markets are different depending on the sovereign rating and the credit worthiness. It should worry anybody that the dollar is declining here. If you have a declining dollar, it makes it very difficult to attract foreign debt buyers. Let's say you buy a treasury at 4.25% interest, new issue by the government, and what the hell, the dollar goes down by 4.25%. You've gained nothing. Nothing. I am supporting Fiji by drinking Fiji water. I see some people drinking Fiji water. So the currency loss is something, and Scott Bessent's like, it's no big deal, if the dollar goes down. Well, I mean, it's a big deal if you need people to come to your auction. Then it's a really big deal. So there's a lot of moving parts here. I'm supporting Fiji too. I was going to say, Jimmy, you got me curious. Later tonight, I'm gonna explore the Fijian financial system over there. I'm gonna get into the nuts and bolts. I don't know if they have a federation of Samoan, Fijian. I don't know. I'm a Fiji. Yeah. I'm not anti-Fiji. I just I'm not. Everybody will come in and hate me in the comment section. Well, anybody hate Fiji? They get big bears down there. They love everybody. I don't know. The Fijians. But you can imagine that you have a street and everybody's selling the same product, debt. You have 50 stores on the street and they're all selling the same merchandise, just with different color paper. And they have to compete with each other. They have to compete with each other to attract money. And the way that you have a sale in debt markets is you raise interest rates higher than the guy that's next to you. So we're in this competitive market where now they've started to attack the UK in that market. Just keep your channel going. The ship's thing, none of about bourbon, cigar, and Rosie. That's it. That's it. You can kind of feel like we're moving up to some gigantic social crescendo here, which marks a big sea change that's coming up. We can't say there's a lot of goodwill in the country anymore. There's a lot of bad will in the country now. Some goodwill, but we're not all pulling on our oars at the same direction. Some people are pulling this way, some people are pulling that way, and it's not a good recipe for progress, that's for sure. I hear hooves. What are you, mystery? Do you live next to a gelatin factory or something? They're grinding up hooves. The winner takes it all. But you look at those short-term money markets, the 30-day, 60-day, 90, 120-day T-bill rates, and they are firm, man. F-I-R-M. Firm. No, just a feeling. Trump asked about why we don't think he's helping bring it over. He said new digital give more control and revenue to government. The ultimate driver of wealth is what people are doing in this society. If everybody's productive and the balance of productivity outweighs the balance of people that aren't being productive but are just consuming, that don't put anything into the economy in terms of production, yeah, then you have a good basis for accumulating and having prosperity. But you look at the composition of jobs now. Where are people going with AI? This is the highest earning sector of our economy, besides lawyering and doctoring, is under direct attack today. And a lot of people are being bounced out of their jobs. And the guy that's running AI, Sam Altman, says it's going to take everybody's job. My new car was just so I won't be able to the auto loan interest rate to dodge. Jimmy, you could just do what other people do and just lie on your tax return. When they spin in circles. Do you mean as in the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? I bought a Chevrolet. I don't think it struck some people in this nation yet that some people don't, well, there's a good measure of people that don't want to work in factories. They don't want that type of work. We'll see what Samsung opened this huge operation down in South Carolina. They're going to see how difficult it is to procure workers. This guy said that's our biggest challenge, is getting people that actually want to work. And in case you notice, we don't have a hell of a lot of young people around these days. You look around this town and, everybody's pretty blown out. I'm not sure if I'd like to go back to factory work. I'm not a prepper, no. I mean, I'm prepped, Jimmy, but I wouldn't say I put myself as a prepper. How about you? Some people say, oh, Rosie got all these handguns and always out on ranges and doing this and that for years on YouTube and all that. Well, I've always enjoyed firearms, but more from the point of proficiency and being good. One of my goals has always been to be very accurate with a handgun at 150 to 300 feet, somewhere like, it sounds impossible, but it's a goal that I've always sought to achieve. But I never accumulated this stuff with the goal of thinking about prepping. I accumulated it to just because I enjoyed it. Where I work, pay is high. No one wants plant work. It's good for me. I sit listening to YouTube and sleep nice. I used to be, but then I stopped. As bad as I think I'm going to get back to prepping. Hey, happy face. I don't believe that you necessarily have to have everything as a prepper. I think one of the smartest things is strategically you don't tip your hand as to what you do have. But I would make sure I was deep into one very marketable commodity. Maybe it's distilled alcohols, and maybe it's something as simple as pain relievers. Maybe something as simple as soap or something, that you have something that is of value to people. as opposed to broad stocking and very high value items, lighters, the little nagging things that you never really think about. Let's see. Other night, 2 lift truck drivers didn't show up. Slowed production, so I sat all night. Moved. Well, I work 3 days a week off Monday. Oh, nice. Better have it not needed than needed not have it. Exactly. I'm living down the your fishing adventures. Yeah, I wish Lee would put some up on YouTube. But I don't think we're close to a prepping situation yet. I believe politics has to really get scrambled. And the way politics gets scrambled is through the economy. That's the only way, that's the only thing at the end of the day people give a shit about. They can talk about other idealistic principles and all that crap, but at the end of the day, do they have food on the table, a roof over their head? You want to get people pissed off, just have them cut off from reduced benefits and stuff like that. Yeah, can opener, all that stuff. Ever been to the Northwest? Yeah, I went on a trip a few years ago all the way up to Anacortes in the border with Canada. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I had a great time. Portland, Seattle, all up the Oregon coast, Lincoln City, Newport, Tillamook, Astoria. Went all the way up to Burlington. Can't shoot a pistol, but used to be good with a rifle. Excellent marksman in the military. Where are we? This is Biden going down. Trump gives me. Jimmy, there's 2 things that I watch. Employment's a very lagging indicator. 2 things that I watch. The level of debt creation and the level of revenue going into the United States Treasury. And until those 2 match and Treasury revenues exceed expenditures, then I know what's coming. I know what's building up. I know what makes a parabolic curve when you talk about mathematical functions and exponential rises in debt. And already we've seen the first holes in the boat in the UK on April 4th of 2025 when they were throwing away United States bonds overnight into Asian trading like there was no tomorrow. To the point that the Secretary of the Treasury of the United States had to call Donald Trump at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time and tell him the bond market's on fire. Trump told him, start buying. And I called the equivalent of you're buying your own lemonade that you're making. When you're putting your own money in, you're just on your way, rapidly moving towards the Venezuelization or the Argentinization of America there. And that's what we've been doing for the last month until the UK blew it up yesterday. We've been buying everything that's issued because China and every country that can get out of U.S. debt is getting out of U.S. debt. If China's selling $100 billion worth of debt in 1 month, somebody's buying it. Well, there's not enough people to take $100 billion worth of debt. And you're going to see when the quarterly statistics come out that the government is just bloated with created bookkeeping entries of United. I've already posted community posts showing that, they admitted that they're buying our own debt. No, I'm not a Trump hater. I'm a very middle of the road. Yeah, they've been the stinking ship for a very long time. But when you see the secretary or the chancellor of the exchequer crying in Parliament because their hands are tied, we can't even cut $7 billion off of benefits. Why? Because we're the Labour Party. And the tears start to come out of her eyes, and here goes interest rates in the UK. Oh, I don't know, Jimmy. I'm nobody. But I've been following markets since 1980. I remember August of 1980 when the Dow was 1982. August of 1982 when the Dow was 777 and it went up 34 points in a day. And I was astounded. Add social services. Most people, yeah, they get very emotional. But you can see what the UK is under. I mean, the UK is, Jimmy, is a linchpin of civilization. It's a very critical link in Western civilization. They set the standard for a lot of nations around the world. And the tentacles of the United Kingdom still go deep. Standard Chartered Bank in the Far East and Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. But they built a welfare state at home. With many, many people in the dole, they threw their doors open to immigrants. It frayed the fabric of society over there. Because in the old days, and I know you'll say this is true, Jimmy, in the old days, people immigrated to this country because they wanted to be Americans. They wanted the opportunity, and they couldn't wait to integrate themselves into the nation. Come from Italy, their kids are running around speaking Italian. Hey man, don't speak Italian. Then the language of this country is English. And everybody couldn't wait to assimilate. Now you have people that immigrate to this country, legally and illegally, that absolutely hate this nation. Absolutely hate this nation. And everything it does, to the point that you say, why did you even come here then? Like this Ilhamar Omar from Somalia, why are you here? Why don't you go back and fix Somalia? Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. I didn't know. I did a lot of work. I've traveled back and forth from Asia to Hong Kong, but Asia to London many times. But no one should have a nation. We are ruled by the rich, class war, not race war. People that aren't successful in life say that they're ruled by class war. People that are successful in life consider that they've made their way because of good decisions that they made in life. Those that don't have hate, it's human nature. Somebody else has success, you want a piece of that success, but you're not willing to work for it the way that they do. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. That's all I can be. I'm just a slob from Baltimore City. And Jimmy, I know you've been involved in a lot of markets and a lot of stuff over the years. You don't tip your hand far on YouTube, but you can tell you're a highly educated individual. But I'm talking about people that come to this nation that have no care for this nation at all. They don't care about the flag. The only thing they care about is getting money out of this nation and sending it home. Notice that word home. Nobody in 1910, 1920 was thinking about sending money home. They were thinking about getting people over here to hell over here as fast as they could in their family. They appreciated what the nation is. They didn't come in here and crap on the country like so many of these people do now. They suck everything they can out of it, leave an empty shell, and then complain. Everybody should be taking care of me. The rich should be taking care of me. I'll do nothing to take care of myself, but I'll demand that you do more for me. Not about me, I'm talking about the people that own them. Well, how did they get to own everything? Did the king give it to them? Right. The Rothschilds did not earn what they have. Bullshit. The Rothschilds pioneered the concept of international banking. They were the first bank that allowed people to do business across multiple nations: France, England, Russia, Germany. By sending out 4 sons to each of those different places and establishing banking houses, that instead of worrying about transferring actual gold by carriage and by sea to fulfill transactions, they just had to have a letter that said, please make this change in your books. Credit this person with X dollars. This was a major, major breakthrough. Major. Does that get rewarded? And when the Napoleonic Wars are raging, and everybody in the United Kingdom is panicking in London on the London Exchange. 1814. The 100 Days. Final pitch battle. Everybody else is waiting for the ships to bring news of whether it was victory or not. And Rothschild's smart enough to have carrier pigeons that fly from France, from the battlefield in Belgium, and return to London, and with the message curled in their little leg that Napoleon has been defeated. Do we punish people because they're smarter than other people? That's what we do these days. Most of the wealthy got wealthy because they had a good idea. Amazon. People like me, I don't like Jeff Bezos, I don't like his lifestyle. But I have to say, getting a wide swath of products to people in a timely way is something that people appreciate in here. Yeah, I know that's true, Alan. You know it too. So we have this envy of wealth now. It's like Microsoft. We all enjoy computing. We all enjoy social networking. We all enjoy our Facebook postings. Well, somebody had to have the idea to create that. And they're very, very wealthy people. Somebody had to develop gaming chips, NVIDIA, and then they happened to be at the right place at the right time for AI. Should we punish them for that? Should we punish them for that? Of course not. My son and daughter-in-law are very wealthy from art and took chances to work for themselves and employ 80 people. How can anyone that much and wants the rest of the world suffer? Christ is crying. You take all that money and you give it to the destitute, and what do you have? People that are wastrels, people that just piss money away. You put that money in the hands of capable people and you create job opportunities, you create prosperity. You just stick money in the hands of poor people and you create more poor people. You're talking about Christ. Did you ever hear the parable of the 3 servants that were sent out with their talents? Right. One took the talent and just buried it in the ground. The other one took the talent and multiplied it 3-fold. The other one, like 2-fold. You don't just give people stuff. This is how a world becomes very unproductive, because we just start giving stuff away where it hasn't been earned. Now, do I think that we have an obligation to those that can't do in society or in a bad way? Absolutely, positively. I see it all around me. There's some people that are incapable. You would never hire these people. Their minds are blown out. But do we still have a responsibility to them? Absolutely, positively, 100%. Absolutely. So in a lot of ways, I think Christ is crying more about the laziness and the socialism of our society, and the unwillingness to work, and the complaining all the time, and all of this weird stuff that goes on in society, all these dramatic moral changes that have occurred in society. Yeah, that's what Christ is crying about. Bill Gates started out. Look at Hewlett Packard, David Packard, and Bill Hewlett starting in a garage in Palo Alto, California. Black & Decker, the guy who went to my high school, Alonzo Decker, joins up and begins Black & Decker. Should we punish them? They created tens of thousands of jobs. Tens of thousands of jobs. One small bank for every town. It's a Bailey Building and Loan. Don't forget it. What did you do with that deposit, Uncle Billy? Thoughts on Mondani? He said today, Jimmy, that he wants nationalized housing there. Man, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I always say, give the man what he wants and let nature take its course. You have a city that's bursting with wealth, with the New York Stock Exchange, with all the big merchant banks, the Solomons, the Cantor Fitzgeralds, the Goldman Sachses, the Morgan Stanleys, the T. Rowe Prices, the Legg Masons. If those guys decide to leave, you lost a big driver of your New York City economy. Big. That drives the art scene. That drives the restaurant scene. It drives the entertainment scene. It drives the real estate scene. You have to be damn careful that you don't kill the goose that laid the golden egg. What's the difference in people that had money, gave to them, and the people that made it? I don't have to pay for government run. Government run. I don't know. People are going to get what they want. We're coming up to a time of grand social experimentation. And there'll be a backlash that develops against Madami up here, but I don't know. Once in a while, people have to learn the hard way that you squeeze the balloon on this side and it bulges out that side. You squeeze it on this side, it bulges out that side. And if, companies are already moving to Florida, they're already establishing operations. It's very easy in a high-tech world. You don't need to be in New York City. All these wealthy guys move to Florida, they immediately stop paying sales income tax. They go from the highest taxing state to no taxing on their income, and they can gnash their teeth and cry in New York, but there's not a damn thing that they can do about it. There's not a damn thing to do about it. Well done. The big fish makes me smile. It's like a big crab, man. So I say, do it, dude. See what happens. See what happens. Hey, lurker, you'll never get the toothpaste back in the tube again. You will never, ever bring those companies back to New York City again. So you better be damn careful about understanding what it means to be a financial center. The problem is when people talk socialism and communism, they're very simplistic in their reasoning. They think they can move X, but they don't think about Y and Z moving in reaction to it. They can't force people to stay in New York City. They can't force corporations to stay. And that's the financial firms. Texas now has a stock exchange. There's nothing that says New York is forever in that. It's strange how people forget what it happened. They die from kind. Yeah, but they all think they can work. You know why, Jimmy? Because it's human nature. You can tell them that, and they'll tell you, well, we've got to bet. We know now what to do. It's just raw pride is what it is. There's a total disregard for history. Well, they didn't know what they were doing. We know now. As if you can rewire human nature. Tires were around long. Oh, absolutely, Corkster. Look at McKinley. Corkster, new closing high on silver today. Will there be? Well, there won't be enough jobs. Yes, that's what Elon Musk worries about. What are we going to do to support people? We just need to do. That's it, Jimmy. We just need to get it right this time. How you doing, Lisa? We just need to get it right this time. Yeah, we're above $37 an ounce, Corkster, on a closing basis today. Yeah, they just didn't know what they were doing. They're just, Lenin was an idiot. He's running around complaining that the Communist Manifesto has no guidebook for how to govern. Well, it can be, Corkster, but I always get excited when it's at the top of its range. I always get a little bit fluttery. I always get a little fluttery. So let the socialists have their sway. Let New York become socialist. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. $5 from Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy, and happy birthday to you. Jimmy just had his birthday. Yeah, my heart breaks when people trot out, look at what socialism's doing to the United Kingdom now. What manufacturing base is left? What industry is left? What do people do over there? I got no idea. They got one thing left, which is the big banking center in London. I hope they don't lose that. What's the outlook after the BBB has now passed? I just watched a couple things. I watched gold. I watched the US dollar. I watch interest rates. Those are the big governors. And debt creation, those four. That's the only things that I watch. That's it. Hey, mister. I know with the passage of the big, beautiful bill that it's going to put the pressure on states now to fill in the gaps and stuff like Medicaid and all that. We need more trays. Tighten wire nuts and working a spud wrench is a great way to make a living. At the tax you on just to pay that. Well, that's right, mister. Theoretically. You just have to look around at models elsewhere in the world. Venezuela, Argentina. How you live with ever cheapening money all the time. It works a hardship on people. These states are inviting illegal as it should do. If these states are invited, let them pay for everything. Well, now they're going to have to if people within the state want to continue to have the same levels of coverage that they had. Somebody's going to have to step in. Somebody's got to step up to the bat. Let's see, Christian, I kicked in illegal alien off my property today. Damn, Corky, you have an interesting life. That is funny right there. That is a hoot. Christian's like, yeah, I had to boot him off. Yeah, I had to get rid of him. There's nothing they can do. You rebutted the worst in your state. I'm in a red state. Had to be there. I found a known government. Screw this all up. Well, problem, Mr. Goodwin, is that human nature wins in the end. And I said this yesterday, there's never been a civilization that endured in history. Why? Because it was torn apart by its own people. Rome, Greece, start deflating, start cheapening the currency, start clipping gold coins in Rome and places like that. Money starts to dry out. More people will just be being supported by pensions and sitting around eating and defecating all day and not doing anything productive. We lost our idea of the downside, not working, the shame of not working when you can. That disappeared sometime over the last 40 years. And I contrast that with China. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't find something productive to do, you better have a nice family. And even then, they're going to kick you out. We were spoiled by too much wealth in the 60s, 70s. And it created a whole big ass problem. Entitlement. What's up, Bonti? Yeah, don't ever change Corkscrew. I kicked somebody off I kicked an illegal off defecate. You know what I mean, Jimmy. You have a large fringe of Roman citizens that have had people slaving away for them and things, and it starts to go by the board. You can't support all your foreign operations, all your road building, aqueducts, armies on the march here, there, and everywhere. People start probing barbarians, start finding the weak spots and coming in. Liberty, how are the Whitakers? Hey, Richie. All of that, right? What are y'all going to do when we were going? Wait for your money drop. That's what they're going to do. They're waiting for the biggest wealth transfer in the history of the world. And I have a funny feeling it ain't going to go as smoothly as planned. I mean, Jimmy, you look at how much aggregated debt has been added the last couple of years, last 2 decades in America. The accumulation of debt. And every time, let's say that the federal government takes in $3 trillion and we spend $5 trillion. You don't think that other $2 trillion that's spent that has no equivalent input in revenue or productivity, you don't think that works to overstimulate an economy and make things hyper expensive over time? Man, like I said before, you're in there competing with the United States government, who's buying food for people, who's buying shelter for people, medical care for people. You have a very grossly overstimulated economy with just constant Keynesian economics on steroids. Right? Charity resides with the individual lurker. It's not the government's job to be charitable. It's our job. That's the big difference. The government's not in the charity business. I could use $1 trillion. I would use. That's what we got away from. Now everything is the government's problem. It's the government's responsibility. Not yours, not mine. It's the government's now. That's the biggest damn change that's happened in this nation. Is the socialization of charitable activity. What's going on, Magda? That's been terrible for society. What the hell's going on? Are we having a concert? Oh, we got the baby carriage. I didn't know what it was. We hardly ever see baby carriages anymore. Unidentified wheeling object going around. Naomi, what's going on, honey? We got Magda. Spend to just buy a bigger boat and fish every day. I'll be coming back crabbing. In Canada, disability denied. They're the first. Even people with just to save money. Our Magda to put some pepper on our day here. So yes, do be charitable to others. Be very charitable to others. That's our individual responsibility. Well, this guy's got to break down his whole baby's carriage. He's got to remove wheels. Hey, life's been good. I've been fighting with the economy that does not want to ship my products to me. What they don't have the skills to get the products. Well, isn't it amazing that we have the equivalent of the population of the states of New England on disability these days? Somebody must be approving. Receive my mail from me and then forward to me. USA, what are you trying to get from the US? What happened to Magda? Did she blow a circuit? I don't know. I used to order jam cars to order everything. You're not going to get the money in the product. You probably got caught up in the tariff the tariff wars. Yeah, it's amazing we didn't have a reason for it 30 years ago, but now we suddenly have a reason for it. In other words, a nation could get along without disability and take care of itself and take care of its citizenry. But now all of a sudden, massive sections have to have it. Do you see something fundamentally wrong in that? Something very debased in our society today? We let psychology overrule us. I don't know. I don't have the answers. But I do have the statistics. I do have the statistics. Bears a lot of thinking. Okay, there's the parking boy. I've never seen one of these guys get out of a vehicle. Ever. Whatever happened to the client is always right. If it's not about I'm not sure what's going on with. I'm not going to have no damn to try. I'm going to spend money. What to do with my product? If you sold me the product, it is mine. And how I wish to get it shipped is my choice. I'm not sure, dude. They told me they were just looking at it, and I told them I never hired him to be. Yeah, all the third party. I don't know. I-Class, you don't have to come in here and share all of your daily stuff. Okay. We like you, but we don't need to know the nitty-gritty of your ordering system and everything. Just get that shit straightened out. I had to straighten out a gift card today. Yeah, it was painful. But I got that shit worked out. Jack said, Callie Mo knows it. Have to come blasting in with all caps. Commandeer the chat and totally take over. You know what, I-Class? See you tomorrow. I just don't need to hear the dribble today, every day about, with all caps about your life and all that. Just get it straightened out. I'm giving you the downtime to get that shit all squared away. How you doing, Tara? Take your time. Get it all squared away. I don't know. He just comes in and wants to bomb the chat with all that. And I'm just like, just get it straightened out, man. Just get it straightened out. We like you. But we like your stories of sitting on the beach drinking margaritas or whatever, watching the sun set over Manila Bay. You know, just we get saturated. I don't know. You could be overseas, I have no idea, but please just take it easy. Just take a breath between your postings. Take a breath. Oh, man. I mean, Callie, it takes a lot to irritate Callie Mo, but she's like, you know what? I'm saturated. I am saturated. Pepper are a good solution. Dr. Pepper and Mezcal. Lee Hale, I thought you were all about the Mountain Dew. What the hell happened to Magda? She came in and did she get bounced out or what? I had to go to the IRS building and straighten out my state tax problem. Sounds like not a fun way to spend a day, Tara. Anyway, don't forget Tara will be up in early November on the Rancho. Corkster. It was great. Corkster's like I had to boot an illegal off of my land. My land. What's up, domestic? Man, that is funny. Yeah, Corkster's here. I lived in Hawaii. Yeah, this was given to me by a wonderful subscriber. She sent me 3 of them. I lived in Hawaii for 9 months. I couldn't wait to get there, and I couldn't wait to get the hell out. Get me a job, Alan G. Get me a job. Come on down to North and Pennsylvania Avenue. Yeah, Jimmy, just wasn't my cup of tea. Thank you, Richie. I appreciate it. It was gifted to me. Brother, this is right. This is rough. Help yourself. That's it. Too funny. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so yet. Please do so. It is now your adopted son. My little brother. I just talked to him today. He calls every other. How the cat's doing and everything. I said I schlepped 2 more containers of cat litter in because I know you can't carry it on your bike. Blackbird's been a good guy. I have to say, Jimmy, not the neatest person under the sun, but I keep that shit in check on the outside anyway. I don't care what he does inside. He goes, I just get the roll-off dumpster and have the guys come in and just empty it out into the dumpster, and that's it. Repaint the shine check, clean it up a little bit, ready to go. We've been having often rain for the last, it's been nice, it's been keeping, oh nice, okay. We can look for gold teeth and telephone poles. Oh, thank you, Christian. Yeah, Blackbird's got a very good heart. Very good heart. That's my main determinant of somebody, if they have a good heart. Everything else is just a non-issue. So he got a chance to spend time up north, and that was a beautiful thing for him. See the horses? I heard they put up a bear. Who knows what? It would be nice with some rain here. I judge people based on their heart. It's the only thing I can base it on. Yeah, people with a good heart are rarity. That's exactly right, Christian. Very rare. I don't come across a lot in my life. My friends, Blackbird. I'm talking about people I see for a long time. So Sunday, what is it, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday I'm going to be putting up the birthday video. We've been having thunderstorm hurricane. They did their video. Yeah, I saw that. That must have been really wild. Do you buy sandwich spread? I have. Well, Dory Lynn, so do you, honey. I have seen the telephone poles down in the road in Vegas. You can get some pretty violent storms when those monsoon whips in. I mean, it's bad news. Okay, we're hitting the crack pipe. Yeah, there we go. See it. Roll out the crack pipe. Roll out the crack pipe. I've been in Vegas when there's been some violent storms. Let me tell you, that wind blows too, 70 mile an hour. It ain't no joke. No joke. Nice to see you, Dory Lynn. Really messed up my neighbor's house. Wow. No, I'm not a trucker, Terry. Although I played one on Ice Road Truckers. Perhaps you saw me and my girlfriend on there. I had to let her off somewhere in Iowa. Cat shepherd, that's it. Oh boy. Roll out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline, do 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 do. might go up to In-N-Out tonight. And kind of, I got this gift card. No, I work at that chicken factory where they guy threatened to gut her with a knife. Wicked pop-up storms here in Maryland. This is Louis L. Goldstein, your state comptroller. 1988 Maryland tax package is now in the mail. Make sure you file early so you can get your refund on its way. Thank you. Louis L. Goldstein. All right, what are we doing, dude? Are we parking? Are we sightseeing? All right, we got, it must be prom season or something. We got this couple here. That's okay, just dart across the road. Let's see what's going on at the Mission today. They might be having the preaching feed now. Yeah, the doors haven't closed yet. Everybody's getting their seats. Yeah. This is Santa Rosa, California. Let's go down by the old Sears. I can pop in the woods and whiz there. San Pedro, that's a nice place. Last time I looked in San Pedro, I almost ran the red light. Do 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 do. Last night I dreamed of San Pedro. Bite me. Do 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 do. Sears probably moved out, I want to say 8 years ago, and with them went to Die Hard Battery. With them went to Craftsman Tools, made in Eastern Stainless Steel in Baltimore. That's it. Last night I came down with lumbago. Thank you, Alan Gentry. Always a wonderful supporter of the channel. You want to know who knows what's up in life? Alan Gentry knows what's up in life. He is already fully connected to dots. Thank you, Alan. last night I came down with lumbago. Do 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 do. All right. Let's take a quick trip over to the Wizarama here. Ooh, that was a relief. Oh, man. I'm always breaking the law. We know where you whiz. If ever or ever the whiz there was. If ever or ever whiz there was, the whiz is one. Who is it was? Because. On account of the wonderful things he does. Do. All right, boy, that was a relief. As we're getting ready to have the spook house again. Big scream every year. The big blind scream haunted house. People line up for that baby. Do 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 do. Thursday nights for drinking. Well, what about that company, Christian, at 23andMe or something, and they just wanted to willy-nilly sell all those information as an asset? Really? I think that was it. 23andMe. It's like, what the hell, man? Even though that probably on the form you give them the right. Still, that's pretty crazy. I don't even check the Wizatorium. These guys in the city that have to clean up this stuff, they just got tired of cleaning up overflowing, giant turds floating around. They just got tired of it. Cleaning up big floating turds overflowing, and they're just the hell with it. It's too gross. You just can't pay people enough. when the big turds have clogged it, and Ronnie, we'll have to call Carrie class. Just joking, Carrie class. No, Naomi, we're all good, honey. I know where the spots are. It's not like I'm hanging the hog on the street here. Kind of upset I missed the Indivisible online national meeting today. That kind of sucks. Okay, let's move. The wind is flying up that little skirt. Probably by design. Nothing wrong with it. Not complaining. Fun times. Okay, we got the bodega. You know, Mystery, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Just pretend you're like at the Woodstock Festival. Wonder if they've rented out any of those units up there yet. They're going to the Chinese buffet. Those Mexicans really dig that. No amusement park. A lot of amusement parks around the nation are having big problems because there's not enough young people. And they survey young people, they don't even know who the hell Mickey Mouse is anymore. What's Walt Disney? And they got no concept anymore. And that's horrified the people at Disney. Absolutely horrified. What is this? No waiting now. They're making them stand out there and turn those signs. The oil change guys. That's pretty crass. A litter box. That's what I need. They're making the guys that work at the Valvoline oil change stand out there with signs. No waiting now. Wow. Used to have cars 4 or 5 deep waiting there. Now you got to do that stuff? A highly trained technician? Wow. Quite my sack. Yeah, it's just enough young people. You know, my age, I don't want to be thrown around on a roller coaster and whipperoo and the twirler ride, the scrambler. Come out and you get brain injury. not going to be out there twirling a damn sign. What the hell's that all about? Gas at the Safeway is $4.43. I paid $4.44 at Costco today. What the hell? I thought Costco was going to be way under. Honey, all those pennies add up. Now I won't sleep tonight. See with the trees. Yeah, it's Jimmy, it's a very nice place to live. It's I was lucky I got it at the very bottom of the housing collapse in 2008. I came in April of 2011 at the very bottom. I was very lucky. Doesn't look too bad today, huh? Don't look too bad today. Let's see if I got this card. I'm gonna be disappointed. Yeah, I got it. I'm so glad. Kids took care of me. Where the hell this guy's gonna go? a nice looking Lincoln over there. Stinking Lincoln. That's a big boy. What the hell is that? I don't know if that's a Navigator or what the hell that is. Learn to love it. Good boy, say, what do you want for your birthday? We got to start taking a look at college football. Dun 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 dun. Hey, June. $877 land now. It's your money. All the betting websites are blocked here. I can't get onto them in California. I have to go get a phone in Nevada and get a Nevada number. And I have to have a Nevada ID. I feel very relaxed, Mystery. Very relaxed. Looking forward to a couple beers. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to park over here and then get trapped in with people in line. Because California did not approve sports betting in the 2020 election. All the big Nevada companies poured tons of money in bet MGM. They even bought a radio station, KGO, and cut it over to sports betting, and then it just all went down the shitter. It didn't even come close to passing. Yeah, Paradise Poker. I guess so you don't have anybody taking an order. I like this Chevy Traverse. I wonder how much these things go for. Yeah, I remember bowling for dollars. I remember dialing for dollars. Chairman Meow. Did you look up Chairman Mao, Kelly, just to get a little bit of historical reference? Mao Zedong from Hunan province. Yeah, that was a communist revolution. Started before World War II. In 1949, final boat left Shanghai. loaded with all the goodies, all the treasures of China. I've been in Taiwan, Taipei. I looked at the mountain where everything's underneath the mountain. Oh well, this tree. Call them Mao Tongzhi. Tongzhi is the Chinese word for comrade. In China, you address people by their last name. Your family name always goes first. Yeah, it wasn't the Blazer, it was the Traverse. Yeah, I'm in and out. Yeah, my kids got me a gift card for Father's Day and my birthday. Yeah, he's wearing a hat. There he is.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, sir. What can I get started for you?
Give me a double, lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, mustard, ketchup, no
Spread?
joy juice, whatever that stuff is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no spread. And could I get a French fry, and this will be in a go bag, please?
Yeah, of course. And would you like anything to drink tonight, sir?
No, that's fine. I got a couple beers waiting for me.
Perfect. That's the perfect combination right there.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
I got a double, no spread, ketchup and mustard instead with onions, pickles added on. One fry. On
Lettuce
the
too, yeah. Lettuce,
sir.
tomato, all that.
Lettuce on there for you, sir.
Just
Lettuce
no,
and the tomato
yeah,
as
no
well.
hots,
Just
no spread, yeah.
Just no spread? Perfect. And to go, it's going to be $9.57 at that person in the
Thank
front.
you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
I'll drink a beer for you. Oh, in and out. This is Anthony Bourdain. Would get to LA. The first thing you would want to do is go to In and Out. As soon as those wheels touch the ground, the only thing I'm thinking about is how long till I get to an In and Out. $9 for a double and a fry. I was just wondering how much they run. How much the Traverse is, that's all. Sharp looking vehicle. I'm just prepping. It ain't going to be long. I'm going to need something. And I don't know whether to get a crossover vehicle. Buy a 1988-89 retro Roadmaster. When I first started coming here just at the early part of the pandemic, the burgers were $2.85 each. Let's see what they are today. They are $3.60. 40 to 47, okay. Cold beer here. Cold beer. Get your cold beer. Cold beer, man. I hate every year at the end of allergy season, I always get a sinus infection. Too much pollen irritation for too many days. Corkster, I want to hear Corkster had to kick an illegal off his property. So now the burger is $3.09. You have to always tell the guy no joy juice on the thing. $3.90. You actually get a shake for cheaper than a hamburger now. Shake looks like the bargain of the century at $3.10. Oh, I forgot to hold the cheese on the damn double. Damn. It's gonna be weird to have the truck in Vegas. Hey Josh. Yeah, I'm not a big cheese person. I keep forgetting to tell him to hold the cheese. Do 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 do. Tomorrow is 4th of July. Well, I just have to have it. That's a massive California oak tree across the street there. Yeah, it's the 4th be with you. Boy, that took forever. Somebody must have gotten a huge party order or something. That's a big oak. I am. I'm not really much on their fries. That's because you drink beer, everything gets cold. And then you complain. That's it, have a couple cocktails. Yeah, how you doing, Phil? Alan Gentry's like, you know what, I'm going to have a couple cocktails tomorrow. There you go, Alan. Hell, sometimes you got to live a little bit. Like they said, people over 60 shouldn't drink alcohol. Like, really? I'm supposed to curl up in a little ball and just dry up and blow away. Really? Yeah, I'll be typing all in caps tomorrow. Do some road rage. What do you expect I do? Put it in drive and just stomp the gas and push everybody through. 911, state your emergency. We got a meltdown in the internet line here. What does that mean exactly? A fucking meltdown. Get a cop over here. Did you eat yet? I like to use a gift card. Anybody ever wants to be a hero, baby? Days are flying. Christmas is coming closer. It's not getting further away. It's actually coming closer again. We've reached our maximum apogee. Miss Tree's like, I loathe summer. Too hot down there, too humid in Carolina there. Wow, this really got slow all of a sudden. I don't know what the hell happened. Somebody must be getting their meat smashed up there or something. Yeah, and a fry? Yeah. And a French fry?
I'm sorry?
And a French fry?
Yes, it's going to be $9.57, sir. Thank you. Here you are, sir. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. You too. Here they don't take tips. grounded me. I couldn't believe it. It was horrible. I got whiplash.
Just the double fry? Right there for you.
Yeah, extra ketchup, please.
What's that?
Ketchup and napkins. And you think I could have just a cup of water?
What's that?
Do you think I could have a cup of water?
Of course.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate it. I was waiting in line a long time. Yeah, thank you. All right, there we go. Everybody's your bro. Now look at the line there. Oh, it's one of these ridiculous paper straws. All right, dude, don't beat me. I'm moving, okay? Put foot up your hiney. Girl looks like she was bobbing her head up and down. What the hell that's all about? All right, we're on our way. We are on our way. Number 3 is easy. I don't know, Naomi. Don't make me crazy here. Yeah, this straw's already gone bad. I don't know what happened. Hugging kisses. I can't believe you don't eat that. You always have to have a beer. Let's have a beer. Let's have a beer. Your life is ruled by beer. How do you like me now? Who's got the blow shards? It's very concerning. I do enjoy my beer in the evening. Well, you said at my age, I've earned the right to it. All right, there you go. Bush light for the win. Bush light for the win, Corkster. That stuff I drink is almost near beer anyway. 4%. Damn, a glass of wine is 12% these days. I didn't even notice they closed down this exchange bank over here. Yeah, I'd say I don't do all that crap. Man, that Chevy Tahoe is beautiful up there. Guy's got his temp tag on. It's like a pearlescent silver color. There's the Village Idiot Sewing Center up there. Excuse me, the Village Sewing Center. Not many, maybe 3% of the population or something here. It's mostly Mexican. Mexican and you got a lot of white folk out here. There's the Bago crab. Wow, what a move, dude. What the hell are you doing? Figure it out, man. Are you turning? You going straight? You don't know what the hell you're doing. What the serious F are you doing, clown boy? Dick. What the hell are you doing? Oh, it's a baby in the carriage. Oh, I got no brakes. All right, are we gonna go, or we just watch a cop flip his lights? Ooh, you know what you just did back there? Just write the ticket. I don't need to talk. I was gonna give you a warning. Now I'm gonna give you a ticket. Thank you. You know Amanda Hug and Kiss? Whoa, that's a friend of yours? Yes. Have a good day. Try to just be a little more cautious. Everybody loves Amanda Hug and Kiss. Phil, I hope you're doing well. Joey's Pizza is still going strong. Unbelievable. Joey's. Okay, the guys are not on the... Yeah, they're still on the corner. Damn, man. They're still having to do the sign flipping over there. Now, mind you, these guys got to check your oil. Change your oil. And now they got him out there with signs. What the serious hell? Man. Hey, Haystack. I was racing one of my... And oh, wow. Oh, shit, Phil. Blew the engine. There's the flaming a-hole. The flaming a-hole. It's like this street just gets worser and worser. God loves you, no exceptions. Last night I came down with lumbago. Do 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 do. I'm probably going to get in a cord. Something is befitting my station in life. See what's going on downtown. I don't know if this Indian Nepalese place is going to make it. I just don't see it. Too much overhead. They should open it up so people could sit outside dining. That's a hell of a purple color on that, isn't it? Toyota Camry. What a beautiful night, 72 degrees in the land of hug and kiss. Whoa! I wonder if the library's open tonight. Yeah, lights are on. I'll have to go to the library when I didn't quite get done everything I needed to do. Definitely need to go to the library to get that. All right, what are we doing? I'm gonna go. How you like me now? There we go. The library will close at 9 p.m. exactly. Please make sure all materials are checked out. Please hit the thumbs up button if you're coming in. We've had a rockin' chat today. Good time. Good times, ain't we lucky we got them, do. Good times, yeah. Bologna Woods. My luck's gonna run out with the ProMaster. I've done 120,000 miles with nothing. I've done a damn thing. All I did was change the serpentine belt proactively. I like the Prius too. I think the Accord or the Camry give a nice stately ride. Go right ahead, dude. Don't mind me. There you go. Cold beer here, cold beer. No mail again today. hope they really lucked out over there. Not many people around today. A lot of Mexicans are laying low in the hood. In case they get snatched. You hear people screaming La Migra. Immigraciones. Okay, at least that one goofy car left. The van's all, look at the truck's all cleaned up. Looking sharp, gassed up today. Texas plates. People love that shit in Vegas. You from Texas, boy? No, sir. I didn't think you had the balls to be from Texas, man. You always say when people talk about people being qualified, say, look at what people being qualified got us. A freaking mess. I'll take unqualified people that aren't part of the political hack structure. All right, let's go. We got the cat. I can hear. I can hear Skywalker. Skywalker's always happy to see me. Skywalker, are you hungry? He's like the watchdog out here. Skywalker. There he is, Skywalker. What are you doing? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? He's like the watchdog on the front of the property. What a handsome cat, huh? He likes all the cars and all the action out here. Give me a second. If I want to rip my sack off to get everything like yesterday. Oh, man. Oh, well. Yeah, that God save us from the experts. They've done such a great job over the last 50 years. It's like Kitchen Stadium's falling down. That back corner's gone rotten. Let's leave this in here. What's going on, guys? Who's hungry? See the way that corner got ripped to shreds up there. Oh man. Could be the end of Kitchen Stadium. This will be I'm not gonna get another one. Just put something over top of tarp across this. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Who's hungry? We work from front to back here. Be cool. All right. I got to take care of the little ones first. Keep your drawers on. First thing I'm going to do is take this thing out. That's it. So everybody's going to have to keep your drawers on. All right. Get this shit straightened out over here. How you like me now? Good job on nice, huh? That's what we're talking about. Bite me, hug and kiss. Bite me. We're going to take this corner over here so this baby doesn't come undone anymore. Baby, right down. Put that baby right there. He ain't going nowhere. That gray cat's magic or what the hell? Simba! 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 Magic! 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 Alright, well I changed the litter box on the rats today. the little cats. You guys need water too. Keep your drawers on. Keep your drawers on. Magic! You guys are so savage. So savage. Oh, good job. Full-time zookeeper. I don't even like animals, right? Keep your drawers on. Hope this juice doesn't spray me again. What a feast. Let me wash the joy juice off, get a beer. Clean out the whole bathroom today. Alright, let me get this on. Explore the Thai language and prep for a scenic trip abroad with real-time translations of phrases. Ooh. Okay, let's get some peanuts going here. Get the side chat on so I can communicate with you guys. Boy, oh boy. Okay, here we go. Let us see. On the channel. Okay. Cats are feeding. We're at 85 thumbs up. If we could get to 100, that would be grand. Yorkers. You should get in there battling with people. That's the kind of guy, man, that hug and kiss likes that preppy. Simba always waits patiently to eat. Lurker, that's funny. Lurker's like, I might come back early on a plane. I'm not gonna listen to that. Oh shit. Yeah, Mike Johnson's right up your alley. He looks like he just fell out of Gilman Prep School on his way to Princeton. Funny, Amanda Hug and Kiss knows all the prep schools, all the crazy. Oh, the Bluetooth. Wow, here we go with the damn wind again. I don't know what it is this year. What is it, Simba? Huh? What are you doing? Are you hungry? Rancho Cucamonga. That's really an Azusa. That's the first town you reach coming down off the high desert. Rancho Cucamonga. This is, they call this neighborhood anonymous. They call it the Beverly Hills of NorCal here. I don't think it's either of them. I'll tell you one thing. Johnson's gotten the job done. Say what you will. We're just barely getting in there. He's been very effective at moving the meat. Kim Jong-un. I like that woman on North Korean TV. She was weeping. She got an apartment from the great leader. That's funny. Lurker's gonna have to. Lurker might go postal. If I have to hear that thing. There you go, Kobe John. This is what democracy looks like. Making the sausage. Pistachios are good. Everybody's chowing down. Kim Jong-un. In a bit the kittens will come out. I gotta have a little me time, dude. I've been on the run. I bought more litter today. Cleaned up the bathroom, changed the litter box. What am I, nanny? No, I just changed and put fresh down. Because I don't know if you know that cats stink something awful. When they pop a dump, very pungent. And they're crapping all the time. Now Simba's like it's my turn. Yeah, I'm surprised they took so little to get that thing right again. That's pretty weird. All right, let me get the kittens. Just buried their faces in the food, so you'll have to forgive them for being slobs. They just can't help it. Oh, there they are. Oh man, are you kidding me? The face on that. I mean, you kidding me? Every day? And look at this one. Well. Well. mean, they just stick their whole face right down in the food. The other two are out and about somewhere. Karl Marx has a couple kittens around. Yeah, you better clean yourself up. They like to shake when they get outside. I don't know. What the hell did you do? Roll in it? I mean, pause everything. Wow. Unbelievable. There's no water in there. I mean, he's not on the toilet. I mean, he jumped in that, just goes face first. He'll talk up a storm when he hears you. Hey, Sean, how are you? When he hears you clicking that can to open, look at them both shaking. What are you guys shaking for? Shaking bike? Yeah, Shadow's getting big. That black cat was big. No, you can't have any beer. You can't have any beer. You can't have any beer. Yeah, Shadow's bigger than. I don't know. Maybe they peed on each other. I don't know. I've never seen. Unless they rolled in the whiz or something. I don't know what this. I don't know. Oh boy. Getting south, they got to go back to eat, and they're like, "What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here?" They don't like to hear Kitchen Stadium rocking around. I wouldn't even know how to give them a bath. I just take the washcloth and get their faces all clean. They're not used to really being outside. Watch Rosie give a cat a bath, yeah. I don't think so. I'm hanging out. Bobby's old neighbor at Mission King. Yeah, he was up on Chattanooga. Sean. Don't even be looking down there. Oh, you just dropped right down the hole. Yeah, there's magic. Magic! He's looking at the cats like, what's going on with the kittens? He wants to come up and explore. Simba! That was Simba. Simba! They're both long hair. You ready to go back to dinner now? Since your dinner was interrupted? Simba was just curious. Had him up here. The mama cat doesn't care at all. Just walks around. Simba! Simba! Checking out Simba. Good for them to have a little outside time. They're doing really well. They're a lot bigger than when Blackbird left. And they eat and crap up a storm. Simba smells the cats. Not too pleasant years ago. Most of the day. Oh, okay. Simba! Smelling those cats. What is that, Simba? Come here. Come on. Looking at the cats. Don't claw me now, Simba. Don't claw me. Put those murder mitts up. We have a little bit of visiting. sticking his head up there. Please tap the like button if you haven't done so. It's very appreciated. Simba's checking out the cats. The next generation. Don't you jump in that trash can. Oh, Lord. Sounds like somebody's having a party, doesn't it? Chairman Meow? Hmm? Chairman Meow? They don't like to hear Kitchen Stadium being blown all over the place. No cat would tear you up. Okay, visiting time is over. All right, Simba, did you have a nice visit? Huh? Did you have a nice visit? Simba's always very calm. Oh boy. One is missing a leg. One is missing a leg. Yeah, I like wieners, not as much as Joey Chestnut. I guess so, Patty. I'm making zero provision for the cats when I go. Simba! Simba! You better get your din-din. Everybody else is gonna wipe it out. Yeah, he's adjusted very well. Simba, you better go eat. Simba's got a robust appetite now. But he likes to wait till the other cats are done eating. I have a very regimented feeding style here. Everything's very neat, clean. Everybody's happy. Everybody gets fed in order. I got Skywalker out front who doesn't want to be with the other cats. I got babies in the middle, and then I got the cats out here. Yeah, how you doing, Cindy? This guy's a loon. Oh, thank you, Amelia. It's very nice to see you. Yeah, the people wonder why the hell the windows are falling in. Thank you, Amelia. It's nice to see you. Blackbird thinks he'll be back on, he's leaving Saturday. He should be back on Sunday. It'll be all good. I picked up some extra cat litter today. Food's good. Everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's well fed. Funny, he'll sit down and Simba will sit down and try to scratch himself, and only little nub moves. Back. Yeah, that's why I was glad I had Blackbird. Thank you, Observer. That's why I was glad I had Blackbird there. I needed him that day. Why don't you go eat, huh? Or you want to go see the kittens again, huh? Apple pie for desserts. No, they'll do fine. The cats are really good, Patricia Wakefield. No complaints. Somewhere back there, Chairman Karl Marx had 2 kittens. They look exactly like all tiger stripe, gray and white and black. They pretty much stay. They don't really, they're around. They eat. But everybody's well taken care of. How you doing, Mark? There is enough food. Yeah, I've probably gone through. The cats are on regular food now. We're going through 5 cans a day, plus all the dry food. Plus, I have to feed Skywalker a separate meal out front. He's like a watchdog on the property. He likes to sit out there on the driveway. So yeah, on a scale from 0 to 10, cat happiness is pegged in at a 10. No complaints. Nobody's gone hungry. How about this Trump tonight, Slugbo? What's going on? 6 months. His presidency is complete. That's it. Just knock out a few tariff deals and put it in neutral and just coast. Just enjoy your 3.5 years. I can just not become roadkill. Well, not much I can do out there. Not much I can do out there. It's a pretty smart cat. He just likes to stay in the bushes and do his thing. Oh, thank you, Amelia. We're going to go much more video-centric. I'm completed writing my book. I'm doing the annotation now. Already up to about 49 footnotes. Halfway through, so it's quite an undertaking. Bibliography is the last real thing to put together, so it's been a big job. It's been a big job. Well, that's what democracy looks like. I mean, if it was the other day, everybody would be cheering. But I've been through a lot of presidencies. I don't get all up and down and this and that. I just maintain my balance. Maintain my balance. Thank you, Amelia. I'm doing with live stuff on YouTube anymore. One more justice and it's set. One more justice and it's set. Yeah, I don't know. Have you been through a monarchy? I have not. I have not. It's church project. Kershaw got 3,000. I did not hear that, Kelly. I did not hear that. I did not. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm not going to eat my food in front of you. But a good time. It's about, yeah, I've been live over 3 hours, about 3.5 hours here. So I want to definitely thank my moderators for everything that you do, Shimei and Ronnie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for everybody else, if you've not hit the thumbs up button, we're really close to 100 tonight. And it would really be appreciated. Thank you, Dorlin, and everybody else for being here. I really appreciate it. Cats are doing great. Kittens are doing great. Everything is beautiful. Thank you, everybody.